just the Snapfire, little Shredder plus Terror Blade with Empower. So you can get it done. Where it has felt like there's been that clear of a favorite after the groups. I'm not sure if that was the case.
LGD was 1 year, but they didn't win. Yeah. Got third place, I believe. We're going to see a skewer here from Faith Beyond. Whitemon in quite a bit of trouble. I think he's resigned to his own death here, but XinQ might get right-clicked down by 23 Savage as well. Looks like it'll end up being likely a trade of sorts as Faith Beyond just needs a couple more right-clicks with that Shockwave. So 1 for 1, but First Blood is the way of T.
Might kill Savage here almost.
XinQ by low, but they're going to turn this around on a XinQ. Waveform, couple more right-clicks. Down he goes again.
Uncharacteristic.
The triangle here to pick up that bound. Okay, yeah. Y makes a nice transition.
He's gonna kill him here.
Yeah, the Nightmare with the right clicks. It looks like Zephyr. Oh, he does have one more shaCkie.
Y misclicked
gonna find
there.
his way close to XinQ. Just does not see him thanks to the fog, so gets off the health salve. But
I think
the fact that it's even that point is crazy, considering it's a DK versus.
He's
gonna connect. Cuckoo, he's done. So PSG.
The one hero you pick it into that. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Mid lane.
Dragon form. Y in the vicinity. Swarm comes out as well, but a nice LSA. Carl has his ult and nothing to say will drop as a result. Y taking some right clicks as well, so double kill for Carl. Nice rotations from T1 overall. XinQ gonna get caught by the Frostbite. This could be a triple kill for Carl. Indeed,
nice move. Pick it into it largely because of what I think. Largely, I think because of what BSJ said. This is a very good
initiation. Y gets off the Nightmare. Nothing to say is in his Dragon form as well. You can see Whitemon taking most of the damage here, but there's the duel. Carl doesn't have that much mana to expend, but the LSA should be enough. Is nothing to say. Takes another death in this game. Again, great rotations from T1. Now in the jungle.
Whitemon, Nightmare.
Yeah, might be shown here. The Nightmare Frostbite exchange. 23 Savage. Whitemon will fall first, and 23 Savage did turn into that Snapfire, but he's in a 1v3 situation. Gets skewered to the other side. Still has Waveform. Will be going into the cover of the arms of Carl, who gets off Laguna Blade, but no resulting kill here.
Very, very big.
Talk about how different of a role that is, technically speaking. And oh, we're gonna see the stop him to the Fiend's Grip. Cuckoo, very unlucky, and that's gonna be. Oh, we might see some action in this top lane. Nothing to say. I mean, Dragon Knight's not really one of those heroes that's going to take up that much space farming, so that leaves Faith Beyond to get this really big. There's the stun into the RP. Do they have enough damage to take out the Morphling? Yes, indeed they do. And T1 absolutely getting crushed right now. 3K net worth lead. Nightmare. Do they have the vision? Yep. The time-lapse in place just for the HP, but double kill goes the way of XinQ, and a tier 1 tower to fall as well. But
talk about getting value out of a rune. He got
the dispel, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's not much to dispel. There's Frostbite, but you're going to play around that.
Oh, nothing to say. Spots the smoke. Blinks in, gets the initiation. It's just Whitemon. So at the very least for T1, that's a silver line. Probably would prefer to get a pick off beforehand.
Yeah, and they might just find Zephyr here.
Zephyr?
No ward though.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
counter
smoke breaks.
Smoke now.
Yep. Why not?
Area, but doesn't look like there'll be a resulting kill, at least not yet. Cuckoo, in the meantime, has his armlet. We've been seeing that pretty much every game on Legion Commanders, along with the Blink Dagger that you mentioned. So they have some counter initiation possibility, but with the looming RP potential, that is the scariest thing for T1.
For sure. I do think that was a really nice play there from Zephyr, though. He was hiding behind the tree line and had the ward in front. So as soon as that smoke breaks, he can immediately just shaCkie away, and they have a very hard time finding the opening on him. So basically just a safe breaker there. And with superior vision right now in this area, Cuckoo's kind of potentially thinking about this. They will see the wall.
RP was canceled at the very least, but it's going to cost Faith Beyond his life. I don't know if that was just perfect timing or if that was actual reaction. Overwhelming odds comes out. Carl continuing to chase. Don't think they want to go high ground. A little bit too sketchy. Only a 25-second death timer, so not enough time to really go for Roche, but the smoke from T1 trying to wrap around. But you can see the position for PSG LGD. There is the initiation. That's going to be the first duel victory for Cuckoo.
Game.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're going to see Whitemon get picked off.
RP.
RP.
Nice press.
Okay. Well, that didn't result in much. And here's the duel onto the Dragon Knight. By that Whitemon, but it looks like the damage is going to go the way of the Dragon instead. It will be a trade of lives, though. And that is a dieback on the Whitemon. And we'll see if this is enough for PSG LGD to try to go into the Roche pit. It's 2 dead.
So you know when you buy back and die again, that's the most time spent dead. It was not Puppy.
I don't know.
Was it Coral?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Puppy was 3rd. Yeah,
this is the TI main stage, Synderen.
Yeah, it was a nice graphic.
For God's sake.
Graphic was the word. It came to me in a dire moment of need here. What I think about the win expectancy being 2-1.
Oh, you're gonna have to hold that thought. We got a duel coming in.
All right.
And Cuckoo gets some more damage. Oh, okay, that's a random centaur from the Helm of the Dominator from Mr. Magnus.
They're gonna go for this. They know there's no RP.
Yeah, and another 10 seconds though, so it's coming in a bit close. Oh, we got the horn toss. Swymon dead again. It's just racking up these deaths, but Cuckoo and company, E-Blade's not gonna be enough to take out Faith Beyond. He's gonna have RP now. Zephyr taking quite a bit of damage, but will back up to safety, and I think T1, you can see the Ornamenter's Kisses. This is definitely gonna force them back. And the Dragon Knight initiates onto Cuckoo, has to press the attack himself. Looks like he will be able to walk away.
They have RP, and they do have a really good ward here.
Carl gets Dragon Tail, but there's the press the attack save. 23 Savage able to blow up wide. Does have buyback though. There's the skewer back into the Laguna play. They're not gonna be able to get the kill, but it's gonna be a trade either way. Magnus not able to get off his RP. Pretty big deal, but a big cookie from Jin Q. The follow-up from Nothing to Say. They will have enough damage to tear through 65 seconds of no Lina.
That shard on Snap is so good. We already had a highlight clip earlier today, pre-match, when you saw Jin Q, I believe in one of the qualifiers, hitting a nutty one of those, and that one, another high-impact play, stun into stun into stun, into death.
Yeah.
They probably had another dragon.
Now the save is not enough, though. Press the attack, usually a fail-safe. Not this time around, just too much damage to work with on LGD's side. And that should finally mean Roche is conceded.
Gonna go the way of Ame here.
Either way, they have 2 BKB piercing stuns.
If you get one of those on the Maiden, you're probably happy though.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have initiation from Nothing to Say. Dragon Tail, Faith Beyond, skewers back into the fray. An easy pickoff for LGD again. Still holding that Aegis for another 3 minutes. We'll see what they can do with this Dragon form. We'll likely go for the tier 2 top.
Yeah. Queuing up his own BKB as well. Seems like LGD are trying to hit a timing here with double BKB on Terrorblade as well as the Dragon Knight. Obviously Terrorblade gets it a little bit earlier.
Yep.
But that is going to be a really big problem from T1. From a damage perspective, if your Lina is pressured in the fight so she has to run away, I don't think you can kill anyone in BKB. This Morphling build is not good against BKB. You have Lincolns as well as E-Blade. There's none of that like strong right click. It's just like a Butterfly or a Daedalus. Nothing of that kind. LGD are just going to go for it. Go high ground. 25 minutes, you have Aegis, you have all your cooldowns.
Yeah, why not? Already still online. There's the Metamorphosis, and the tower is going to fall very, very quickly.
T1, your base is burning. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
No fortification available either.
They're actually just giving this lane up because Cuckoo's dead. They can't defend.
Yeah. Can't blame them. Still 2 minutes on that Aegis. So like you said, it will be a completely free set. Yeah.
That was even with Dragon Form expiring about 2 seconds into the push, but they're just so confident.
Oh, he gets the Nightmare off. That's the Aether Lens. Look at that ridiculous range. Of course, has Fiend's Grip if they really need it, but it doesn't look like it'll come to be. Oh, press the attack. They're actually going to expend RP. This is a really important kill.
Oh, they also grip.
Finally taken out. Does take quite a bit, but nice catch.
Quickly. Yeah, that's a big pick on Carl and LGD. Just straight down mid.
Yeah, still a minute to burn.
They want to force the buyback, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't blame them.
All right, they get it.
Yeah, DK looks fine for now, but there's the duel. Can they save him? Carl pops the BKB, trying to create as much space on the sideline as possible. Laguna Blade blows up the Bane in the meantime. Eventually, Cuckoo does fall. It's a 2-for-2 with the buyback now onto Carl. And with that, PSG LGD will back away. Find the horn toss onto Zephyr and gets their time lapse off the full HP again. Still working on the Aghanim Scepter for himself, which is another turning point potential for T.
But the repositioning can be easily enough to save you, especially against Terrorblade. Oh, Zephyr.
Yeah. Hello. Showing here. Oh, the shard into the cookie. Goodbye. You talked about the power of Jin Q shard. I mean, would you change this build in any way? It feels like Lincoln's is almost necessary, but at the same time, I mean, Lincoln's doesn't feel that bad on Morphling just because of the stats nature to it, but
yeah, it's
you're still lacking
right?
some damage, right?
Yeah, you are. Maybe he wants to bypass BKB entirely in his build and just trust Cuckoo to press the attack, the biggest key spell, but it still needs the Lincolns against the Bane, and I think his item build is fine. It's just, like you said, you need more, and the problem about the whole game until now was that dragon, was the press the attack, but now there's a second quote-unquote press the attack from Zephyr. And this is a smoke timing for T1. They're gonna go for it.
Yeah, this is gonna be the Axe reveal, like you said. So we'll see if PSG LGD play around that or not. But it could have huge impact, as apparently only one buyback in the game right now, for nothing to say.
Yeah, he also has a gem, and he's holding a very strong high ground position. Jinkyu.
Oh, yeah, he's
in Glimmer Cape into Blink.
All right. Yeah, they thought that somebody was high ground, but they didn't know he was invisible as well, as Ame is going to show bot lane. And looks like this tier 2 will fall as a result.
Just masterfully done from LGD, right? They avoid the smoke play, they get the stronger position, and they get a tower. So effectively T1's
try to come back from.
Cuckoo.
Oh, that was felt like a longer TP. Not sure where he ended up, but it was just in the fountain deal. I'm not sure actually this game. This is, you could go for the Dragon Wells. Okay.
I actually think they're going to give him the Zeal here.
Right. Yep, there it is. Yep. He will consume it. So Demon Zeal, basically trouble farming right now, Syndrome, but this will add it to another level. As Faith Beyond, get the skewer up into the Dragon Tail, and White Mon again.
Really matter that much. All you need is to get in one attack when you're starting to struggle, and you're going to get all of that health left, health back right in, and here we go.
And here we have meta popped again.
Oh, Carl isn't in position.
Oh, the skewer back with the horn toss set up into the RP, but no! Press the attack waveform is enough to bait out the RP. And T1, see if they want to try to take advantage of this. I mean, they're going to have to. This continues to go in LGD's favor with this push. E-Blade onto Ame. You can see the jump in from nothing to say with an overwhelming blink being shown as Carl has to pop his BKB, and there is the duel. Do they have enough damage? But the Sunder from Ame, allowing the duel victory to go the way of nothing to say. He's just going to walk that one off, but 23 Savage can't walk that one off. That is just too much damage to withstand. And Carl jumps in. This is going to be the beginning of the end, I do believe, although 2 buybacks come up for T1. And the Metamorphosis is running out, but again, he has Demon Zeal. Bane's going to take a tumble. White Mon drops to the deck as well, 1 for 1. Laguna play, Ame getting extremely low. That's just the Aegis throw. Carl completely out of mana. Nothing to say, is still alive throughout all of this, some way, somehow. And just going to play all the pressure to the racks here. This will be a dieback onto Carl. And it looks like that is going to be enough to GG out of game 1. And like we talked about, Syndrome, T1 have looked really good after that first day of the group stage. But LGD are just on another level of everyone so far. Just game 1, though.
Do you know what LGD stands for, Sens fan?
What's that?
Looking good, dominate.